In the late 1800s, life was very hard. Thousands of ladies found themselves starving and living on the streets. Now that Jack the Ripper was front page news all over London, Catherine began to put the pieces together on his true identity. After working to help harvest hops, Catherine returned to Whitechapel. She decided she would go to the police and tell them who she thought Jack the Ripper was. It wasn't long before she too came face to face with Jack the Ripper. Once again, her name was added to the list. Catherine and all those who were involved tell her part of the story. The program you're about to watch has nudity, graphic violence, and gore. It should not be viewed by minors whatsoever. I appreciate you coming forward. I don't judge people. Please talk to me and be honest with me, okay? No problem, Jack of the Dead. I'm Jack the Ripper. Thank you for telling my story. Hello, Catherine. Hi, Jack. He's Jack the Ripper. Be careful, he killed me.
Catherine Eddowes, when were you born?
14 April. 1842.
Where were you born?
Graiseley Green, Weaver, Hampton.
Catherine, what was your father's name?
George Eddowes. He was a good father. He loved his kids. I loved him too.
Catherine, what was your mother's name?
Catherine. Nee. Eddowes.
Catherine, what did your mother do for a living?
She was a cook. She loved to cook. Where did she cook? She cooked at the Peacock Hotel.
Catherine, when did your mother die?
That's a sad one. November 17th, 1855. I was a teenager. I was 13. Wow, just the time you needed your mom the most, right? Because that's when everything in life for us all as people growing up, as soon as you start hitting teenage years, you kind of do need your parents, but you don't want them around as much, right? Yes, we do need them. How did your mother die? Tuberculosis.
What year did your father die?
Damn, your questions are sad. I was 15 when he died. How did your father die? I think he had a heart attack. I like talking to you.
Catherine, when your father died, where did they send you?
Bermondsey Workhouse.
When you got out of the orphanage, where did you move to? Where did you live?
With my aunt and my sister. Are you talking about your sister was mean or your aunt was mean? Would you tell me which one of the two was mean? What street did you live on with your aunt? Bilston.
When you were staying with your aunt, where did you go to school?
It was Dowgate Charity School.
Catherine, where did your sister and your aunt find work for you?
Tin plating. Old Hall Works.
Catherine, why did you leave Old Hall Works?
I was fired for stealing. It was dumb of me. Stole some money. Don't judge me. Catherine, I'm not judging you. I'm just simply telling the story. That's all. I wasn't sure why you left that place. You're a person. Everybody makes mistakes. Yes, we do. I'm just a person like you. You're amazing, Jack. Thank you for telling my story.
Catherine, what color were your eyes?
Hazel.
Catherine, what color hair did you have?
Wavy brown. I was beautiful. I want to show you something since we're on this. Do you know who this person is right here? That's me, silly. But you knew that. When was this in your life? Why was this picture taken? It was at my wedding. So that's your wedding dress? Well, you were a pretty lady. Thank you, Jack. Was that a happy day for you, Catherine? Yes, it was. It was nice to see a picture of me. Well, I'm glad I could show you a picture of you when you were probably in your early 20s, right? You were 17 when that picture was taken? Yes, 17. So you got married when you were 17? Yes. I got married when I was 18, so yeah, I got married about the same time that you did in life. That's right, you did. She was pretty too. I knew I was going to marry her as soon as I saw her eyes, man. It was like, boom, alright, I know you. And that's the woman I'm going to marry. Love at first sight. Most definitely, I believe in that, and we've been together. It's almost 44.5 years, so. And everybody told us, oh, you're way too young to get married. It'll never last. You'll be married 6 months, and then you'll be getting a divorce, and then you'll have a divorce on your record for the rest of your life. That's what my family said. Oh, don't get married to her. What are you doing? You're too young. They were crazy. And you know what? Every one of my brothers, my sister, everyone have been married like multiple times. One of my brothers been married 6 times. We're still standing. That's crazy.
Catherine, how tall were you?
5 foot. I was pretty small.
Catherine, did you like to sing?
Yes, I did. I used to sing all the time. When my mom and dad were alive. I like to sing Amazing Grace. That's a pretty song. I like to play that on my guitar. Yes, it's pretty. Play your guitar for us.
Catherine, who did you have 3 children with?
Thomas Conway.
Catherine, what did you have tattooed on your arm?
TC. His initials.
Catherine, what arm was it?
Left forearm.
Catherine, what color was the tattoo?
In blue ink. It was ugly. I did it myself. That's pretty brave of you, Catherine, to sit there and stab yourself over and over and over and over and over and over to put a tattoo in you, right? I didn't do a good job. I wonder why. It'd be pretty hard to do a good job of tattooing on yourself. I don't care who you are. It did hurt.
Catherine, what year did you move to London?
1868.
Catherine, why did you start drinking?
I was having trouble with my father.
Catherine Eddowes, when you moved in with your mother and father, who beat you?
My father.
Catherine, what year did you leave Conway?
1880.
Catherine, who was John Kelly?
John Kelly was a boyfriend.
Catherine, what did John Kelly do for a job?
Fruit salesman. He wasn't very good though.
Catherine, where did you and John live?
Common lodging house. 55 Flower and Dean Street.
What was your nickname when you were living with John?
Kate Kelly. I wasn't doing anything.
At that time, what kind of work did you do?
I did cleaning and sewing. That's it. No more prostitution.
Catherine, what did you like to do in the summertime to make money?
I picked hops. It was fun. I had to work though. I had to work long hours. But we got paid good. It was dirty work.
Sometimes when you weren't able to pay your rent, where did you go?
The shed.
Catherine, what day did you get back to London with John?
September 27th, 1888.
After the first night, did you and John stay in the same place?
We did the first night.
What did you and John do the morning that you guys separated?
We had breakfast together. We split the money we made after paying for the breakfast. How much money did you get and how much money did
John
take? He took 4 pence, I got 2. Then we hugged and said goodbye to each other. That's the last time I saw him.
Where did you stay after leaving John?
Miles End Casual Ward. It was an okay place to stay.
What did the superintendent at Miles End tell you when he first saw you?
Haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been?
What did you tell him?
I've been picking hops. He was fascinated that I picked hops. Why did you talk to the superintendent about a reward? What brought this up? I was going to collect the reward on the Whitechapel murderer. I thought I knew who he was. I was right, I knew him. It was Aaron Kosminski. He was the killer. Catherine, did you actually know that Aaron Kosminski was the Whitechapel murderer before he killed you? Yes, I did. May I ask then why you would have allowed him to get so close to you? He came up from behind me. Took me by surprise. Catherine, did Aaron know that you knew he was Jack the Ripper? I think he did. That's why he killed me.
What happened on September 29, 1888?
I got drunk. They took me to jail for being drunk in public.
What was the address that they found you?
29 Aldgate High Street.
Where did the police take you when they picked you up off the ground?
Bishopgate Police Station. I was in a cell by myself.
What name did you give the police when they took you to the police station?
They didn't ask me for my name. I was drunk. They didn't care what my name was.
About 12:30 a.m. on September 30th, what did you ask PC George Hutt?
When can I get out of here?
What did PC George Hutt tell you?
When you're sober enough to take care of yourself. I told him I can now. Let me go now.
About what time did they release you?
About 1 a.m. It took forever.
When he walked you to the door, what did you tell him?
All right, good night, old cock. Thank you for laughing. That was pretty funny. What did he say? He started laughing. He was a nice guy.
What name did you give them to allow you to go?
Mary Ann Kelly. He didn't believe that was my name. He knew me from around the neighborhood.
When you left the police station, did you turn left or right?
I turned left. I wanted a drink really bad. I was hungover. It helps me to think clearly.
The night that you were murdered, 3 men came out of the Imperial Club in Duke's Place on Duke Street. Did they see you with Jack the Ripper?
He was there, but not with me. He was around the corner. I was talking to Conway's friend, Edmund Jameson.
Had you seen your killer before?
Yes, I knew it was Aaron Kosminski.
Before you were murdered, what were the people talking about the killings going on against women in Whitechapel?
They thought it was someone older. They were wrong. It was a young guy killing them.
Did you think Jack the Ripper was an older man?
No, I knew it was Aaron Kosminski. He killed me, though. I knew she knew who I was. The cops didn't believe me. Catherine, did you go to the police and tell them that Aaron Kosminski was Jack the Ripper? Yes, I did. They didn't believe me. It got me killed. Because they talked to him after I told them. She was afraid of me. I knew it was you, Aaron Kosminski. I told the police it was you.
Catherine Eddowes, when were you killed?
September 30th, 1888.
Catherine, how old were you when you died?
46.
What is the name of the person that murdered you?
Aaron Kosminski. He was Jack the Ripper. He killed me. Cut my throat. Then cut me up.
Catherine, before your killer cut your throat, did he say anything to you?
I'm gonna gut you, bitch. I'm gonna cut your throat. Then I'm gonna cut your face. Then I'm gonna cut you open.
Catherine, before your throat was cut, did you see the knife?
Yes, I did. It scared me. I tried to fight him, but he was too strong for me.
Catherine, did you say anything to the killer before he cut you?
Please don't kill me, Aaron. But he did. He cut me up. Cut my face up.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the people listening to your story?
Yes. Thank you, Jack of the Dead. Thank you, Jack, for telling my story. You're a really good person, Jack. I'm gonna miss you, Jack. It has been fun talking to you. A live person is hard to come by over here.
Jack, where did you kill Catherine?
Mitri Square, Whitechapel, London, England. She was from Wolverhampton. Yes.
Jack, how long was it after you killed Elizabeth that you killed Catherine?
A couple hours is all. I wasn't happy with being interrupted. It was busy at that time.
Jack, how did you kill Catherine?
I cut her throat too.
Jack, what did you do to Catherine's belly?
I cut it open. I took her uterus.
Jack, what did you put over Catherine's right shoulder?
I put her guts on it.
Jack, what did you keep from Catherine?
Catherine saying, "It doesn't matter." Left kidney. And uterus.
Jack, what did you do to Catherine's nose?
I cut it off her face.
Jack, what did you do to Catherine's cheek?
It hurt really bad.
Jack, what did you do to Catherine's eyelids?
I didn't touch them. Thank you.
Jack, what did you do to Catherine's right ear?
I cut part of it off. It was a pretty small piece.
Jack, what did you leave at Golston Street?
It was part of Catherine Eddowes. It was her abdomen. I decided I didn't want it. You must believe me. I'm telling you the truth. I believe you, Jack. I'm just trying to keep my thoughts on track. Okay, Jack. I believe you're telling the truth. Thank you, Jack. I'm just trying to keep myself squared away so I can tell your story correctly, okay? Okay, Jack. I'm with you. I'm Catherine Eddowes. You're okay. Thank you guys for understanding. This is a very complex story that I'm trying to tell, and it's not easy for a mere mortal like me. I understand. It's okay. Do you think you're a person? Yeah, I kind of do think I'm a person. Am I not a person? Yes, you're a person. Had me worried there for a second, Jack. I got you. You're a funny guy, Jack. I'm here talking to Dr. Llewellyn. Are you ready to talk to me about Catherine Eddowes, Doctor? Yes, I am. Dr. Llewellyn, where was Catherine Eddowes murdered? Meetry Square. Doctor, about what time did you get to the murder scene? About 5:30 in the morning. September 30th, right? Yes, September 30th. That would have been dark, correct? Yes, it was dark. When you got there, how many police officers were there at the time? 3 constables. Did each of the constables have a lantern? Yes, they did. So the area was somewhat lit up, correct? Yes, it was. When you got there and saw the carnage left by Jack the Ripper, what went through your mind? It was awful, Jack. Couldn't even imagine having to do this for a job. Thank you for, your service as a doctor to take care of these women with respect and dignity. Thank you for that. Thank you for talking to me and telling me just not the sterile story, but the human part of the story as well. Okay, then I'll try. Were there any visual signs of body parts outside of her body? Yes, there was. When you got there, was her dress pulled up or was it down, partially pulled up? Did the police officers or the constables pull her dress down, or was the dress pulled down by Jack the Ripper? The constables pulled it down. I'm sure they did that to give her some dignity as well. I probably would have done the same thing. I know you would have, Jack. Doctor, when you started examining Catherine, did you at that point pull her dress up so you could see the wounds, or did you like just try and gather everything up and then take her back to the mortuary and then examine her, or did you do a quick examination of the damage to her at the scene? I did a quick examination at the scene. So that meant you would have had to have, unfortunately, pull her skirt up and see, okay, yeah, this is, she's been slaughtered like the other women. Is that kind of what you did? That's it exactly. When you got there, you said there was body parts around her body at the scene. Is that correct? Yes, there was. Can you tell me what body parts Jack had removed from her and spread around her uterus? Where did he place her uterus? Under her left shoulder. What else did he remove? Her bladder and her kidney. Where did he put her kidney? Her left kidney. On her right shoulder. You're saying he placed her left kidney on top of her right shoulder, is that correct? Yes. You said he cut her bladder out. Did I hear that right? Yes, he did. Where did he place the bladder? On her left shoulder. Yes, he did. Did he remove any other body parts and place outside of her body somewhere? Her intestines. On the ground next to her right shoulder. Yes. Doctor, did he cut Catherine Eddowes' face? Yes, he cut her face up really bad. Can you describe the injuries to her face? He cut part of her nose off. It was disgusting. I threw up when I saw it. Was there any other cuts to her face? The left side he cut twice. Can you describe those two cuts for me? About 3 inches long. Clear to the bone. Did he cut the right side of her face at all? There was just one cut on the right side of her face. Doctor, when you got back to the mortuary and you were able to see the full damage, was there anything cut on her that would like give a signature on who was doing this? No, there wasn't. Was there any cuts on Catherine's eyelids? Yes, there was. Was there any other damage to her body that you haven't described to me? No, there wasn't. At this point, you had 3 cases that you knew or suspected it was done by the same person, correct? That's correct.
you first saw Catherine Eddowes' body, what was your first impression?
This one's a bad one. He cut her up really bad. He cut her nose off of her. Couldn't even imagine going up to a victim and then you see that kind of carnage. How could you not be moved by that? That's right, he was. He threw up. It was disgusting.
Were you also working on the other Jack the Ripper murder cases?
It wasn't like that back then. You're slipping, Jack. I don't think I'm slipping. I'm seeing a picture of how the police were handling the case. I'm not judging anybody, and the people that are getting defensive are the people that were running the investigations, and I can't help it if they're looking at what they did was shabby, but you know, that's the way things were done back then. That's not my fault that they didn't know how to run an investigation, but at least I'm not the one that, you know, knew who the killer was and basically let him go free. I don't know what you guys did other than walk around with sticks and hoping that you would see Jack the Ripper killing somebody. I don't know, am I wrong here? That's the way it was. So you were just hoping that you would see Jack the Ripper killing somebody and then you could catch him in the act, right? Yes. I'm sorry for calling you an asshole. Is there anything that you thought maybe you could have done? Double the police presence. That's what I said. Yeah, that might have helped. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there and I'm not a police officer.
Why did you think the killer was taking organs?
He was eating them. Why else would you take them? Other than killing them. That's what we thought. Why do you think he did it for, Jack? You want to know my opinion why he took the organs? Is that what you're asking me? One of them saying yes and another one saying that's right. You know, the only thing I can think that Aaron Kosminski took the organs is he was fascinated by what he saw and he wanted to take a souvenir of the kill. It's like some killers take a necklace, earrings, a ribbon. That's why I think he took them. But after he took them home, he's like going, now what do I do with it? It's not like it's a necklace that he can, you know, put it in a shoebox or something like that and look at it later. He's got something that's rotting and it's going to stink. So now he's got to get rid of it. I don't believe he ate them. I mean, why would you eat a uterus or, a kidney? I just don't think he took them to eat. I think he took them to play with them. That makes sense to me. You should have been a policeman. Trying to be an investigator such as yourself so I can find out the truth and let people know what truly happened today. Thank you for doing this, Jack. I want to help you solve other cases. This is Inspector Abilene, correct? Yes, that's me.
What kind of suspect were you looking for?
We were looking at everyone. In Whitechapel. Especially if they were out at night alone, right? Everybody out at night. Did you guys talk about putting a curfew on where people, couldn't be walking the street after a certain time at night? Yes, we did. But the king said no. He had the final voice. Right? He was the king after all, right? That's right, he was the king.
Did you have any names of suspects that you thought was really on top of the list? Who you thought was killing these women?
No, we didn't. That was frustrating. Could you imagine being there with us? No, honestly. I mean, if I was an inspector or a police officer or even a reporter and, in your world there looking at these women and walking the streets and looking at the people thinking, okay, you're the killer or you the killer, you could be the killer, right? That's exactly right, Jack. You're a smart guy, Jack. You could have helped us catch him. I sure would have tried to do my best. I would have been asking questions of everybody I could, that's for sure. We tried to. I get it. You did the best job you could with the resources that you had during your time. Yes, we did. He was a demon. Pure evil. Yes, he was.
Did you believe that the killer came from somewhere else into Whitechapel and then killed the women and then left Whitechapel?
No, we believed he lived in Whitechapel. In fact, we knew he lived next to Elizabeth. And you're talking about Aaron Kosminski? Yes, he was. What address did Aaron Kosminski live next to Elizabeth Stride? Burner Street? That's right, he lived there. We found this out later. When we interviewed him. Frederick, how long after Elizabeth's death did you interview Aaron Kosminski? It was a long time after. About 3 months. Something like that. That is correct. Aaron Kosminski killed Elizabeth.
Did you believe that the murderer was an educated man?
At first we did. He eluded police, so we thought he was smart. But he was just a dumb kid. That hated women. He told you that too, didn't he?